Hey guys, this is Catherine from Oracle Intuitions. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This is your weekly energy reading for June 1st to the 7th. We're taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. These are going to be general messages, so I also recommend that you check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. Also, I'm going to be starting a new series sometime this week. It may even be tomorrow or maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere there, where we're going to be doing daily messages from Spirit. So these are just going to be quick messages, a quick 5-10 minute video maybe that I feel drawn to in regards to messages from angels, your spirit guides, spirit animals, whatever seems to be coming through or I'm being called to for that day. So also remember to check out our mini readings. This is our live show on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, where myself and my co-host Brandon Hauser, we do mini readings for our subscribers. And on Sundays, join us at 2 p.m., where we bring on special guests each week. So these are anybody with a spiritual element. They can be other readers, they may be Reiki or healing or, some other element of the spiritual realm, I suppose is the best way to describe it. Also, if you're interested in a general reading, you can contact me through oracleintuitions.com, or you can message me on my Facebook or my Instagram page. Please make sure you subscribe to my Instagram at oracle_intuitions. And thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your reading and have an amazing week. Take care. Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading for June 1st to the 7th. We're taking a look into the energies of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest you taking a look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. So let's see what is coming through for Capricorn at this time. All right, 1 second. There we go. Capricorn. So in the mind, we have mercy. In the body, we have integrity. And for spirit, we have cleansing. I feel like for some of you Capricorns, I feel like there may be a situation that you may have to have mercy towards, okay? Now, only you are going to know what situation that is. This could be a situation coming up. It could be something that you're dealing with in the present sense. But it does feel that when we talk about mercy, okay, it talks about forgiveness. All right. It's really an element of forgiveness, having mercy towards that, even if somebody is potentially a sinner or, potentially, a negative type of element or energy, whether this is a person, a place, a thing. Again, take it as the situation resonates with you at this current time. But it just feels like mercy. And it doesn't mean that you have to be in this place of, forgiveness is different than allowing this person to come back in and hurt you in some way. All right. Haniel is also talking about having integrity. So what is it that you need to bring balance towards? All right. If we're coming from a place of anger in some way, maybe we need to balance that out. It doesn't mean for us to lose our integrity. All right. It feels like a situation for some of you that it's really talking about somebody may have done something to you, and maybe they weren't coming at a place of integrity. All right. But what I'm getting here is have mercy towards that situation. Again, it doesn't mean that you have to compromise your own integrity. All right. Your standards are your standards, and you have to keep that balance within your standards. You have to maintain your own personal, standards, your own personal integrity. But that doesn't mean that you can't have mercy towards others just because their standards aren't quite the same as yours. It's just saying, I understand. Okay, I have forgiveness towards that, but this is where I am. Okay, I'm still maintaining my boundaries. I'm not going to lower my personal being because of, that your sins or the things that, that you're bringing forth. It really feels also like, too, is that your standards may possibly be higher than others around you, and that's okay. but just have understanding. Like, you may have a higher sense of integrity than other people around you, and that's all right. Maintain those, but just have mercy for not everybody that understands, okay? Especially when we have really high standards, it can be really hard for us to look at people whose standards aren't quite as high as ours, and we may throw judgment towards that. And I feel like this is the time to release the judgment towards others that may not have that sense of that higher self that you do. All right. It's also talking about cleansing. So Raphael is saying maybe cleanse out some of this energy. This could have to do with maybe perhaps, just again, having mercy towards the situation, but walking away towards the highest good for you at this moment. All right. Maybe perhaps even walking away will be the highest good for all at this time. But some sort of cleansing is coming in, whether this is within mind, body, spirit. It just feels like a releasing of judgment towards something at this point in time. All right. Maintaining your standards, but releasing the judgment towards others. All right. Let's take a look and see what clarification what the card will bring in for clarification. All right. I absolutely love these cards, but I always have a hard time shuffling them because the card stock is so thick, but they're absolutely beautiful and I love using them. So just forgive me as I stumble through this. All right. Okay. I've got like a couple more shuffles. All right, let's see what's coming through. Yeah, Six of Wands. It feels like for some of you, there may have been a situation where you're feeling, okay. The first thing I'm really hearing is I really feel like with that Six of Wands, this is about victory, okay? But is your victory at the expense of others? That might be what Spirit is asking of you at this time. I'm also getting here is that by maintaining your integrity and having mercy towards others is going to help with that victorious feeling. There's a very good balance that needs to come in here. All right. And especially we have those scales of justice. So this may have to do, for some of you with that, Libra type of energy. But what I'm really getting here is by maintaining an equal balance between these is where you're going to help or where you're going to feel most victorious. Also the Hierophant. So for some of you, this may have had to do with a marriage or a relationship or a commitment of some sort, but it's also talking about really connecting to source. Okay. And if you need help throughout, this process of, that balance between mercy and integrity and your own personal cleansing, I feel like they're asking you to turn to Spirit, especially with that cleansing. All right. Turn to Spirit. Maybe for some of you, this is talking to, a religious, figure in some way. Maybe this is just talking to Spirit, talking to your higher self, doing some of your own personal meditation, whatever it is. But it really feels like a cleansing is needed. And again, I did really feel like there was a sense of judgment that was coming through. We also have the Seven of Pentacles. So I really feel like some patience is needed here. I feel like for some of you, you may be trying to improve a situation. All right. You've already planted the seeds towards improving that situation, whatever it is, especially if it has to do with a commitment or a marriage. But you've planted the seeds. Now you have to allow them to grow those roots and to grow. Just because you may have a higher sense of integrity than other people. All right. You've planted the roots of the behavior that you wish somebody to exhibit towards you, or the behavior that you wish others to exhibit, or whatever it is. You're maintaining your own integrity in some way. Those roots have been planted, but you have to allow them to take root and grow on their own. We can't always completely nurture somebody else's growth. Okay. It doesn't mean that you can't water it, give it the sun that it needs, all of that things. But if we stand there and just watch it, it's going to grow slower. I hope that makes sense to some of you. All right. When we stand over somebody and expect them that their standards are going to be the same as ours, and we're watching every move that they're making in order to maintain that integrity that you want from them. That really is a sense of judgment. All right. Sometimes we have to, back away and just let what needs to grow. All right. If you plant a flower in the garden, yes, you can water it, you can give it sun, but you're not standing over it 24/7, sitting there and waiting for it to sprout its roots and to come up from the ground. If we were to do that, that's going to feel very long, and it's going to feel very tedious, and it's going to feel like there's no growth at all. All right. Whereas if we plant the roots and let them grow on their own, that's where we're really starting to see, the buds bloom, right? Come up from the ground. They're going to start blossoming. That's where we start to see things like that. So this is the energy that I get. So again, take it as it resonates. If this has to do with a job, or whether it has to do with coworkers or family situations, or maybe perhaps just within yourself, okay? Maybe you're trying to set up your own boundaries, your own personal boundaries, in order to feel stronger and more victorious in some way. All right. Spirit is also saying to you, maybe you need to do a cleanse first. And this is like a mental cleanse, a spiritual cleanse. It could be a physical cleanse. Cleanse out the old that needs to be released and take a step into the new. But understand that you need to have patience with yourself as well. Connect to spirit and let spirit help this situation grow. All right. It may not happen overnight, but in the end, you will feel victorious. Have mercy towards yourself. Recognize your own boundaries, your own integrity. What is the core of yourself? All right. So that's the energy that I really feel coming through. So let's take a look and get some more clarification. And seeing if anything else is being presented to us through spirit. Mosaic. Let chance play its creative role in your life. So I feel like instead of trying to control everything, like I said here, just, kind of let chance take over. All right. Again, you can water it. You can, put it in sunshine, whatever. But if we are trying to control something or to control a change, it's going to take forever. Okay, it's going to feel like forever. That's what I keep getting from this card. Allow the things to flow as they're supposed to flow. Yeah, see, here we go. How do you feed others when your own table is empty? So how can you demand from others integrity or mercy of some sort, or even a cleansing, if your own table is empty? Okay, when we're watching over something or making judgments upon somebody, that's not mercy. That's emptying our own table, right? Because we don't have mercy on the table for them or ourselves. All right, so it's something to remember. Sorry that there's somebody outside. They're talking really loud. My apologies. And it says it's time to lead. It's time to lead. So all you can do is plant those seeds at this time. Lead by planting those right seeds. Lead by, growing that garden that you want to see come forth. But you have to make sure that you're in that place of integrity and mercy, and you're doing your own personal cleansing as well towards whatever the situation is. All right. And I feel like by your leadership, you will have that following or that follower. All right. All you can do is plant the seeds at this time, but lead where this direction is going. All right. It's like a lot of times people will say, I want them to be more like this, and this. But then they're not exhibiting those behaviors in themselves, right? And when we're judging, if we're asking people not to judge us, but yet we're being judging, there has to be that balance. So really take a look at the balance of what is going on within the situation. Are you being as integral, I guess is the right word, as you're wanting somebody else to be? Are you, giving mercy? Are you asking for mercy but yet not giving it? Okay, so this is what Spirit is asking of you. Have that balance. Understand that when you plant those seeds, they need the time, whether it's within yourself or whether this is with others. Okay, so let's take a look at relationships at this time and see what is coming through in regards to relationships, because this might even give us some more clarity, or it may have to do with a whole completely different topic. But I do feel that for some of you, you may have, or you may be about to go through a situation, or maybe you've just dealt with a situation that you have to take, a look at and just say, am I doing everything that I can for me at this time? Is there a good balance? Am I giving this person the mercy that I would ask for if I was the one in that situation? All right. Am I maintaining my boundaries? I just feel like for many of you, there's a cleansing that needs to happen at this time. Whether it's a cleanse in judgment, whether it's a cleanse in, some sort of physical behavior or a mental state, whatever it is, all right? And have the patience to allow it to blossom on its own. Getting to know each other. So I feel like for some of you, and it does talk about as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So it does feel like for some of you, it's really getting into yourselves, okay? That integrity, that mercy, that cleansing. I mean, this is opening up whole new doors. This getting to know each other. This might even be talking about getting to know yourself on a higher and deeper level, getting into the core of who you truly are. And this is what it might be asking of you. I feel like for some of you, there may be a conversation that's coming through where you're going to learn more about each other. Okay, especially if this is a romantic relationship or a relationship in some other sense, but it really feels like there's a deepening of a bond that's about to come through, or maybe this already went through it. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. What a beautiful card. So for some of you, this might be that next step towards a deepening of a relationship in some way. For some of you, it very much could be, engagement. But what I'm really getting here too is it just feels like through this process, you're allowing, even if you're single, okay, if you're single and you're seeking a relationship, or maybe you're just in a happy, committed relationship at the time, it just feels like a deeper bond is coming through. So if you're single and seeking a relationship, this could be talking about somebody coming through that you're going to get to know really well, and to maintain your integrity, maintain your own standards, understand that things take time to blossom, but they can blossom into what it is that you are seeking. All right. And reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. I feel like for some of you, through the process of having this deep bonding conversation is going to lead to that reconciliation and possibly engagement. Maybe for some of you, again, somebody is coming back, maybe somebody that hurt you, maybe somebody that you had to have that mercy towards, or they had to have mercy towards you in some way. It just feels like things are moving forward to the next level. For those of you that were hoping that somebody from your past was going to return, I feel like this is the validation that is needed. But remember that you have to come again from the place of integrity. All right. And that's what a lot of people forget, is like they'll be in this place of, well, I really want this person to come back, or I really want to meet somebody, but then they're not being authentic and genuine with themselves or with others. They're kind of playing a role and being, something that maybe who they were in the past, or maybe perhaps they're trying to impress somebody by being somebody who they're truly not. And I feel like there needs to be a lot of authenticity in here, and just genuine emotions that come forth, or genuine personality. It's like taking off a mask in some way, or allowing yourself to reveal who you truly are, and by maintaining your own integrity. A lot of times, people will come in, especially within relationships, whether it's a new relationship. And even when it talks about reconciliation, for some of you, this could be past life. It could be, a person from the past. Maybe there's nobody in particular that you want to get back together with, but it could be talking about a reconnection with self. But it also could be just talking about, like I said, a past life soul connection in some way that wants to come forth. But when we're not in that place of knowing who we are deep down inside, in that core self of us, this is where you know, we're not being our genuine and authentic selves. And this is what I'm really getting from Spirit. All right? Be you. Be authentic. Speak your mind. Be victorious and feel victorious in who it is that you truly are. All right? And if somebody doesn't like it, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. All right? You've maintained your integrity, and that's what truly matters. So some clarification, we have evolution. Yeah, it's like you're evolving. You're evolving yourself by looking deep into the core self of you. All right, it's allowing evolution. It's allowing even evolution within a relationship, maybe possibly that reconciliation that you've been wanting. But again, you have to be genuine, you have to be authentic. And we have planetary cycles. So for some of you, this might actually have to do with the retrograde coming through, or maybe perhaps like, you know, the next full moon, new moon, whatever it is. I just feel that this is also, I feel like this is a connection to Spirit in some form. Okay, I really feel like there's, you know, Spirit is coming through in guidance for you at this moment. And this might be where that cleansing is needed. All right, that cleansing card that we had come through, because it really feels like for some of you, there needs to be a cleansing. Okay, mind, body, and spirit is what I kept getting, a cleansing of some sort. So take a look at that and see how that relates to you. What is it that you need to cleanse out? I mean, this even could have to do with some sort of ritual, right? Like full moon ritual, new moon ritual, you know, the retrograde, whatever it is. Maybe you're having a particularly rough time because of the retrograde in some aspect. But again, allow yourself to stay connected to Source. And this is going to be your guidance. And it's also going to be your guidance by connecting to your core self. And we have abundance, because I feel like things like through this process, there is going to be, again, that sense of reconnection, reconciliation. All right. We had this engagement period. So again, however that relates to you. All right, it feels like there is an abundance coming through. It's interesting because the Uriel's message is also in purple. So it feels like very third eye type of energy. It's like you already know who it is, or you already have a sense of, you know, maybe you don't know them particularly in the 3D realm, but it feels like a spiritual connection of some sort that is coming through. This could be even in the form of a guide or a mentor. For some of you, it even could be, you know, just in the form of connecting with your higher self. But it really feels like there's an evolution of moving forward to becoming a stronger spiritual and human being in some way. It just feels like lessons have come through for you the past little while, lessons for you to learn, lessons for you to evolve. And sometimes we have to remember that sometimes, you know, difficulties do come through because of our own evolution. We have to be in that place of accepting, you know, and allowing these lessons to present themselves in order to grow as people, right? As humans, is getting to know ourselves, being authentic with our true selves. All right. So let's get some closing messages from Spirit and see what is coming in. So closing messages from Spirit. For Capricorn. Protection. Look at that. Set your personal boundaries, right? Again, integrity. Integrity. That's exactly what it is. Talking about setting your own personal boundaries with integrity. Beautiful, beautiful card. I'm just trying to find it here. Whoopsie, I just dropped it. Okay, well, anyway, you guys know that we pulled up the integrity card. So, but you know, it really is talking about that. Set your own personal boundaries. Have your own personal integrity. What doesn't resonate with you? Let it go. Let it go. You know, if it's not feeling good to you, let it be. It doesn't belong, you know, within your realm. Just let it, you know, just release it. Okay? Because something stronger that is going to fit within your own personal integrity, your core self, will come through. And we also have phenomenon. Be still and listen to Spirit. Yeah, I see again. I just kept getting that connection with Spirit. Connection with Spirit. This is what's trying to present itself. Connect with Spirit. Do the cleansing. that is possibly needed at this moment. All right. Cleanse yourself of negative habits, negative behaviors, negative mindsets, maybe perhaps negative people. All right. But remember to show mercy for yourself and for others. So I truly hope that this reading has helped you, Capricorn. Please make sure that you click subscribe. Please click like. Don't forget to watch our live show on Wednesday at 6 o'clock p.m. where we do mini readings for our subscribers. And on Sunday at 2 o'clock where I bring on live guests and have interviews with those in the spiritual realm. It's have an amazing week. Take care and many blessings.